I'm Walter Slezak, and I have a secret.
I've Got a Secret, starring Jerry Moore.
Thank you. Bless you. Nice to be with you again. Sorry we missed you last night, but I was watching the elections. I suppose that you were, too. In any event, welcome to another edition of I've Got a Secret. I would like to have you meet our sterling panel, who happily are as follows: Bill Cullen, Jayne Meadows, Henry Morgan, Betsy Palmer, and that's about it. Assuming that you are eager to play the game, I will greet our first contestant, please. Will you come in? Please. Panel, I'm not going to ask the lady her name, for if you knew her name, you might possibly know her secret. We will call her Miss X. Miss X, where are you from, as a small clue?
Montana.
From Helena, Montana. Now, Miss X will whisper her secret to me. At the same time, we will share it with our audience at home. To help classify Miss X's secret, it concerns something that happened to her. And, Bill, I think we'll start with you tonight, if you don't mind.
All right. Is Miss X not Mrs. X? Is that correct? Or
It's
is
Miss
it Miss X? The thing that happened to you, Miss X, was it a physical thing?
No.
Was it, could we consider it an honor of some kind?
Yes.
Was something
Most definitely.
bestowed upon you?
Yes.
Was the thing that was bestowed upon you a title?
No.
Miss X, let's say that there was a title that went with this accomplishment.
You accomplished something then in order to have this thing bestowed upon you, did you, Miss X?
Yes.
And you
$20 down. The very bestowal was quite an accomplishment. $20 down, $60 to go, and we go to Jayne Meadows.
Miss
please.
X, would this title be something other than the first?
Yes.
Would it be something...
Now, hold the phone. To be scrupulously honest, there is a title, and then there is also the first.
Oh, yes.
There are two titles
It's like
involved.
the first Miss something or other?
No.
Oh. Miss X the first, yes. Well, now, would we be interested, would it be in the form of arts that you received this honor?
No.
Would it be in the scientific world?
No.
Would it be in education?
No.
Would it be in politics?
Yes.
And $40 down and $40 to go, and we go to Henry Morgan, please.
Did it happen yesterday?
No.
Oh, I thought you were a new governor in the state. First congresswoman of where?
Of Montana.
Of Montana, really? When did it happen?
I don't know, Henry.
Oh.
Try it.
Were you the first congresswoman from where?
Montana?
Montana?
Yes.
Thanks, Jane.
That's
That's not the secret.
No, it happens she was the first congresswoman from Montana, but that isn't...
Well, did you quit? Well, do we want to know when that happened?
I don't know whether it would be helpful to you or not, depending upon your knowledge of politics. And $60 down and $20 to go. This is so... Well, never mind. Let's go to Betsy Palmer.
Then being a congresswoman, Miss X, isn't what happened to you. That isn't your secret.
Yes. The fact that,
That
she
is
was...
being made a congresswoman was part of the secret that happened to her. You were the first congresswoman that there ever was in the United States.
Now you're talking. Panel, this is Miss or Congressman. I'm told I'm supposed to say, not Congresswoman. This is Congressman Jeannette Rankin, and she was the first woman ever elected to Congress. She was elected in 1916, which was 4 years before most women in the United States even had the right to vote. simply because the right to vote was bestowed by states, not by the federal government. Now, you were a very active lady before you even went to Congress, were you not?
Yes, I worked for women's suffrage, and we organized the state for women's suffrage, and they sent me to Congress so that I could vote for suffrage in Congress, which I did.
Uh-huh. Now, what was it like to be the first woman to arrive at Congress? Have you any memories of your first day, the first moment that you walked in?
Well, it was very exciting. You see, I had worked in Congress, and I knew Congress, and I thought I'd wait until they were all seated, and then I'd come in
Sneak
quietly,
in.
yes. Instead of that, I waited until they were all seated, and then as I came in, they all rose and greeted me, and it was very interesting.
Isn't that nice? She tried to sneak in, and instead of doing that, she managed to get an ovation for herself. Did you find your fellow congressmen helpful and solicitous?
Oh, they were very kind, and they did everything they could for me, including telling me how to vote.
Whether you wanted them to or not. Huh? Now, women now have been voting for 40 years. Do you think that this has improved the country necessarily?
Well, I think they've contributed a great deal. They've done as well as the men have, and they have more women today want to vote than ever did. And the important thing is for women to want to vote.
Apparently, a great many of them did want to last night. Thank you very much. There are hours that we could talk about here. You have the money that you have won, your carton of Winston's from our client, and thank you very much for being with us, Congressman. Panel, I'm going to have to ask you to take your blindfolds and to go down the long, long road to the soundproof booth. We will call you back when you are needed, which will not be too long. And as they wend their way, it is time for me now to introduce our special guest for the evening, a distinguished actor soon to appear on Broadway in a new comedy called The Gazebo. Here is Mr. Walter Slezak. Welcome home.
Thank you.
And good luck in the new show. I'm with you. Will you tell us what your secret is, please, Walter?
Well, is the panel in the booth?
They're in the soundproof room, yes.
Well, I was always wondering what the panel is doing in that booth.
Well, I've never been in there, so I don't know.
So my secret is that I've planted, or caused to be planted, a television camera into that booth. Through a one-way mirror, two-way mirror, as right? They cannot see us, but we can see them.
Now, let me explain
It's
to you...
mean, I know it's mean.
Now, let me tell you how... This takes a bit of explanation how we did it. We have been planning this for several months. The soundproof room that I speak of is really the electrician's workroom down at the end of the hall. About 3 months ago, we installed a dressing room mirror, just as you find in any theatrical dressing room. This is an actual picture of it, and this is the electrician's workroom. Now, this is a two-way mirror. They look in it, they only see their reflection. If you're on the other side, you can see through. We have behind that mirror a television camera, which will be photographing them the entire time that they are in there. Now, they cannot hear us, we cannot hear them, but we will be able to watch them. Now, to do this, we're going to have a monitor. Will you open the curtains, please, so that we can see the monitor? And you folks in the audience will have to watch your screen.
The monitor.
Now, let's see what's going on in the room. Frank Heller, will you punch the picture up, please? Now, there they are, sitting around there, all unsuspecting, saying, isn't this dull? When are they going to call us back? All right, I'll tell you what let's do. Let's bring them back one at a time, blindfolded.
Jane is clearing out her handbag.
I wish we had a close-up. Henry's reading his mail. All right, let's get Bill Cullen back first, please. Call Bill with his blindfold on. Oh, you see, they all started to put him on, you see, but then they realized suddenly that something's changed. Only Bill is coming back. All right? So we'll try to watch them. Now, Bill is being led on stage. Bill Cullen, my friend.
Yes.
Sit in Betsy's chair for just a moment. Walter Slezak is our guest tonight, as you know. His secret concerns something he did. Would you care to hazard a few guesses?
Did you do this while we were out, Mr. Slezak?
No, it was planted much earlier.
Did you do it today, sir?
Well, it happens today.
Would I be interested in knowing, did you do this to someone?
Yes, I did.
Would I be interested in knowing to whom?
You might be vitally interested in doing that.
I don't like that vitally. One of our panel, Mr. Slezak?
Yes.
Jane?
No.
Betsy?
No.
Henry?
No.
I pass.
No, it will have to say, Henry, Bill, I'm sorry, in all honesty, that it concerns all four
The
of you.
whole panel.
Oh, the whole panel.
Yes. $20 down, $60 to go. Bill, remove your blindfold, put on your glasses.
I must.
And look to your right. No, that's your left, buddy.
I can think of weeks when that same shot would have gotten us off the air. Doesn't happen to be one. Jane, I just tell you one thing, we were all telling Jane she should take her stockings back because they ran. I won't give you the brand name.
Well, Bill, before we...
I don't know what she's going to take back now.
What's she doing?
Bill, the camera is behind the mirror. It's a two-way mirror. You go back right now. Pretend you know nothing. Just keep Jane active.
Okay.
Send Henry and Betsy out. Send Henry and Betsy out, all right?
What is she drinking?
Oh, that's water, I promise you.
Liquid Winston's.
No, knowing both Jane and Steve, I will promise you that is water or at the strongest, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Now, Bill is going back in. He'll send Betsy and Henry out, who will come back blindfolded. See? Now,
What's she doing?
she's saying, how does my clip look? She's so worried. She's been working so hard, as you know. Hello there, Henry. Hello, Betsy.
Hello there.
Mr. Slezak has a secret. It concerns something he has done and is doing at the moment. Would you care to venture a guess? Venture a guess, please. Either one of you. It makes no difference.
It's something you have done and you're doing it at this moment?
Yes.
You're taking a bath in a bathtub.
No, I wish I could.
Well, it must have been pretty bad because Bill left. We saw him leaving as we were coming in.
Yep.
Yep.
Have you done this on the stage?
No, I've done it backstage.
Backstage?
Backstage.
Just before you go on stage?
Oh, it was planned earlier.
Do you do this regularly before you go on?
No, I don't make it a life calling.
Uh-huh. Are you doing it just for us?
Yes, I do, more or less.
Uh-huh.
Are you rolling a lot of Winstons by hand?
No, I don't.
But thanks for the plug.
Are you, as we say, fully dressed and in your right mind?
I'm both fully dressed and in my right
Are
mind.
you sitting next to Gary?
I'm sitting next to Gary on a chair.
Is anything else involved? I mean, like a
Wait a minute.
mechanical
Well,
instrument?
Give us a for
Excuse
instance.
me, dear.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
Are you
What?
doing something for Jane?
No, not particularly.
Is it connected with her in any way?
At the moment, yes.
Indirectly, yes.
Uh-huh.
Did you do anything for us?
Yes, I did.
Oh, look. Oh, Henry, Betsy, take your blindfolds off, quick. Look over here.
Look what they're doing.
Do you remember, friends, do you remember the big mirror we had installed in there about 3 months ago?
What's
Yeah.
this?
It's a two-way mirror.
Oh, isn't that
On the
neat?
other side, there is a television camera. Now, all right,
Oh,
now,
there goes Jane, talking.
now wait till you catch this.
Do you know what she's been saying, by the way?
No, we don't.
I can tell you.
Well, don't tell me.
Did you see that poor girl's leg? Her
She was doing...
job went and her stocking went and everything
She
went.
said, no kidding, I could give you the dialogue that went with what
I
you saw
could,
before
too.
when we were
Well, now,
off.
wait a minute, hold it, because she does not. Just watch the developments. Because now you know that we have a
Bill
camera in that room, you see. We have a camera in the room and a speaker. Now, when it's switched on, Jane and I can talk to each other. Up until now, it has been silent. Now, everyone be quiet, and fellas, turn the microphone on, will you? Watch this. Supposed to be 120. Jane? Jane?
Jane, darling.
Yeah.
Jane.
Yeah?
This is Walter and Gary. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Well, you can answer because we have a microphone in that room. It's under the mirror, so you can just talk into the mirror if you like. Can you guess now what Walter Slezak's secret is?
They haven't listened to every word we've said.
What?
They've listened to every word we've said?
No, they haven't listened.
You've listened to every word we've said?
Jane, excuse me, dear. There's a spot of dirt under your eye. Will you dub it off, please? No, the other eye. The other eye. That's right. Jane, will you be seated?
Sit down, Jane.
See the mirror in front of you? It's a two-way mirror, Jane. We have a television camera on the other side of the mirror. You can't see it, but it can see you. Come in, and I'll apologize. Great. Now, before we converse...
My last night on I've Got a Secret, I should have suspected you.
Before we converse, I have a small
You
thank
didn't hear what
a
we
large
said in there,
thank
did you?
I said, pardon me?
We didn't hear what you said, Jane, no.
No, but I can lip read. It was awful.
We borrowed this closed-circuit television camera from the people over at the General Electric Company who helped us to install it behind the two-way mirror, and we are most grateful to them. Now, Jane, I hope that you didn't mind the little trick we played on you, because this is the last chance we'll have to do a dirty trick on you for a long while. I mentioned earlier that Walter Slezak is soon to appear in a new Broadway show called Gazebo, and fortunately for him, unfortunately for us, his co-star will be our own Jayne Meadows.
Good.
Walter,
And she's going to be wonderful in the part.
Walter, have a big hit, but bring her back to us, you know?
Well, if you change your time slot, I will.
All right, here's your carton of Winston.
Thank you very much.
Our extreme thanks to Bob from Gazebo. Jane, this is the last chance, as I have said, for us to play any tricks on you, and that was the last trick we will play on you. But in the past, we have played many such foolish tricks on you. Now, I want you to know that we have taken film clips tonight from some of our past shows. They are racked up in our control room, and we're going to show you a picture of yourself just as one of the stunts we were about to play on you was getting to start out. Now, we will show you the picture and see if you and the panel, from the expression on your face, can tell us what was about to happen. See if you can remember the particular stunt we played on you. For example, just a few months ago, we did something that made Henry point to you. He wanted you to do the stunt. Look there.
What
Can
was
any
that?
of you remember what we did in the past year that made Henry suggest that Jane do it? Yes, Henry.
Hula hoops?
Hula hoops.
Hula hoops.
Well, la-di-da.
Yeah.
Yes, hula hoops.
Was that it?
That's the night Jane made her debut as a hula hoop spinner. Will you roll the rest of the film, please? Watch what happens. Here's Henry saying, no, I don't want to do it. Get Jane to do it. So she came out.
You knew what I ate for dinner.
Go practicing backstage.
Now, what do I do? Against your back. Yeah.
And put your hands in loose hold.
What's the other one? It goes better with your dress, all right?
Now, let me see. Tight against the back and to the right.
Very nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Now, in the past year, we've had you compete in a pie-eating contest, a hog-calling contest. Jerry Colonna painted a mustache on you one night. Farley Granger delivered diapers to your house. And we did something, the thought of which made you look like this. Have you any idea
Mercy.
what?
Oh, I know what that was.
What?
That's when you gave me my final typhoid shot before I went to Europe.
Hey, you're hot. Yes, you recognize your own expression. That's a picture of Jane just as we told her that she was going to get a typhoid shot on the air prior to her visit to Europe this summer. Will you roll the rest of that film, please? Here she gets the significance, and then the next shot she will be moved up on the little table.
Let me know when you get ready.
You want to
I'm the chicken. Ooh, look at it. That's macabre.
No, that's your shot.
Oh, it won't hurt, will it? Have you got a very sharp needle? Yes, I have. A very sharp
This
needle, they tell
this
me.
girl's awfully good. She went completely through me at rehearsal.
Just before you start, I'll start.
Watch the hook. Watch the hook.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
Oh, dear. Now, going further down the list of our Jayne Meadows spots, we find that we made you inhale helium, We
Yes.
introduced you to the wife of the man who took you to your senior prom.
Yes.
We made you compete with Gina Lola Brigida in a baby diapering contest.
That's right.
Now, the next picture of you shouldn't be too difficult to remember because, Jane, you were seated center stage and you were about to remove your earrings.
I know what that is. That's the night the man did about 7 hairdos on me, isn't it?
That's right. That's why you were taking the earrings off. This man was a hairdresser, and in every 45 seconds, he changed your hairdo. The results are remarkable. Let's roll the film on this and watch what can be done. It's been cut a little bit. So I'm changing Jane's hairstyle every 45 seconds. Isn't that cute? That was only one. I think it didn't.
And $60
You did
to
fine.
go, and we go...
There we
Matter of
are.
fact, yes, you can. That's $40 down and $40 to go. And we call him Mr. Matty Hara. Matty Hara, can we turn around now in full view of the audience and let you see the whole thing as it transpires?
Oh, this is only a partial list. Over the years, we have put you in a reducing machine. We've made you bob for apples. Chester Morris cut you in half one night, sawed you in half. You were in a snowball fight with Dane Clark here on our stage. We gave you a 6th grade examination,
Which I flunked.
along with the rest of the panel, all flunked. Now, here is a picture where you were about to accomplish something that you probably never thought that you could do. Take a guess.
What was that? Do you remember, boys? I don't remember that.
You don't remember?
Look like I should remember.
I don't remember the dress, so I don't remember what it was.
All right, let's roll the film, please, and you will discover what it is. Just roll the film. Here we go.
Oh, milking cows. Do you remember?
Yes. Watch it roll. You were getting results. Oh!
I'm on train and fire.
Jane, there are so many things. Fabian of Scotland Yard once followed you around all over New York for 24 hours one time. You were sealed in a crate along with the rest of our panel. We auctioned off your earrings. But I wonder if you can remember the very first stunt we pulled on you.
The very first stunt? That would be almost 7 years ago.
Yeah? Well, now look, here's a picture of you as you were gasping at the prospect of what you were about to discover.
What was it?
Henry, can you guess what it was?
Looks like it was the first time with a snake.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't it, no. At this moment in the film, you were just beginning to suspect that we had put a white mouse under your chair, you remember?
Oh, that
but
was
you
the-
weren't quite sure. Roll the film. Watch this.
Oh, that was the most horrifying night of my life.
Watch our brave men. So with our stunt in the dressing room tonight, I guess we have come full cycle, Jane. We've done about everything we could do. What struck me was, I think the reason that you reacted so horribly to the white mouse gag, the first joke, was that at that time we weren't doing stunts and you didn't think we would do anything like that.
That's right. It was, I actually had no idea it was under the chair. I can remember that emotion completely. I thought it was climbing up my dress. And I thought any minute it was going to be up here saying hello to me, you know?
Well, what I think is interesting is that I don't think that now you would react the same way to the same situation because you're so used to it, you know?
Oh, you know! Gary, you got a mouse.
Who?
I know you, Gary. I've been on the show 7 years. Where is it?
I wouldn't do that.
Where is it?
You don't think I'd put a mouse under your chair? In the 15 seconds I have left, I feel sure I expressed the wishes of all of us on the panel, all of us in our audience. We love you dearly. much good luck in gazebo.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Jayne
I
Meadows.
love you all, and I'll miss you.
This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Conlon production. This is John Cannon speaking.